Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. Today I am going to take you on a full thorough walkthrough of this brand new Azimut Grande. And this is Azimut's brand new take how you would to be spending your time on water. Starting with this Infinity Sky Lounge. Come with us and let's take a look. We're starting our walkthrough all the way from the sun deck at the Sky Lounge, the Infinity Sky Lounge, where you would be perhaps spending a lot of your time on. Starting off with three very low standing lounge beds, which allow you to feel as if you would to be closer on the water. The unique part about this whole sky deck area is its full walk around. You don't often find that in boats in this size range. All the way over here, you have a nice lounging area. These backrests you can move around, so whichever way you like. So if you do want to face towards the glass house, which they call this part, which we'll come back to in a second, or perhaps you want to move the backrest and face towards the aft, enjoying the views either here in Côte d'Azur or perhaps somewhere in the South Florida. Stepping inside the glass house now, and I kind of want to go from the biggest items into the smallest little details that the interior designer of this vessel has thought about. Starting off with these, again, low sitting lounge areas, so to let you feel as you're closer to the water. On the starboard side is also where you have a mirror. Behind the mirror is integrated a TV, so you can easily lounge around, watch your favorite shows. And the ceiling, if you look at it now, the nice slats, spotlights integrated right within, recessed into the ceiling, so they sit very nicely. And also, you can see how the wood is running on a nice 45-degree angle with the black lines, making this whole ceiling feel as if it's infinity. Infinity because this is the Infinity Sky Lounge. Stepping forward towards the mid section of the boat, you have a nice bar counter here. So if you want to grab a drink, enjoy the views, once again, the nice reflection in front of you allows the outdoor light bounce in and make this room extremely spacious. All the wall paneling is nicely textured with canvas, and I like the black strips over here, so making this feel ultra modern, which is exactly what they have gone after here to make this boat appeal for the next generation of boat owners. Stepping out from the bar area now and stepping outside for the full walk around towards the bow area. What's great is first of all, you have these floor to ceiling windows, which allow a lot of natural light to come in. And rather than physically moving these windows, you do have a button. So you just push here and all the windows open up or close down, whichever way you like. Heading towards the bow now, you have very wide walkways, plus high gunnels with a railing over here, which I don't want to put my fingerprints on. Also, before we head to the bow, I do want to point out that on the left-hand side is where you have access to the helm station, which I want to come back to in a very short while, because there are a lot of cool tricks that this boat has mechanically that has never been done on a boat before. But what I do love about this bow area is how nicely all the furniture flows and how it is sectioned out to give you as many small nooks and places where you can come, hang out, and feel that you have your private corner. Seating area over here, either you maybe want to have a quick bite to eat, great place for that. Also, this backrest, once again, you can move them around whichever way you like, so allows you to configure this place to your exact liking. Few steps down is where you have your anchor system, anchor controls, and I love that it goes down so it's out of your sight and it's not ruining your eyesight with some mechanical equipment while you're lounging over here and enjoying the views around you. Stepping inside to the helm station now, and a lot of cool little tricks. First off, on the left-hand side is where you have the electrical panel, all your switchings, controls, easily accessible right behind you. And I like the fact that they are behind glass panels, so nobody accidentally bumps into them. All the way forward is where you have now your steering system. And this one is powered by the Rolls-Royce engine, so MTU engines by Rolls-Royce. And what it also has is a propulsion system, new propulsion system, pods. by Rolls-Royce, which reduced the fuel consumption by about 15%. And it results in top speed of 25 knots. That's right. And you would be cruising at around 20 knots. Views out, fantastic open views, large windshields, plus large windshield wipers outside. So whoever is gonna be captaining this boat, this is a great place to stay. Joystick control over here, obviously because it's a pod system. Your throttle controls, large Raymarine monitors right in front of you, systems panel right in the dead center, compass right in the dead center above that as well. Your autopilot control, your bow thruster, your searchlight controls, everything is easily accessible. And the steering wheel, nicely leather covered. You can see the stitching over here. And you can also see there are like little slats here, which allow the AC to come out and gives you this comfortable place for a captain to be while they're navigating this thing around. Stepping down from the Sky Lounge now, and a lot of things going on in this staircase. First off, I want to point towards the ceiling. So you have this canvas-like finish, which is finished on top of that with the glass and LED lighting all around. So it gives you this incredible effect as you walk up or as you walk down. Also, glass paneling on the left-hand side with textured wall, nicely leather covered handrail, and this leather covered handrail does not actually end over here. So if you look at the steps themselves, so these are stone steps, and you have the same leather paneling as you see on the handrail, and in between them is where you have a LED strip, giving this an incredible floating effect as you walk up and down. Step to the aft deck and discover a new dimension of outdoor living, an extendable one. The aft deck is a world of versatility, beginning with a remarkable fold-out terrace. With a touch of a button, the transom rises to extend the cockpit flush over the water, creating a floating terrace unlike anything else at sea. Here, the possibilities are endless. The dining table extends out, its height adjusting electrically to shift from dining to a relaxed cocktail lounge. Freestanding chairs invite you to gather, reconfigure, or clear the entire space entirely. This is more than a terrace. It's your personal canvas, an open-air meditation studio at sunrise, a yoga deck with the horizon as your backdrop, or even a golf tee-off over the waves. From morning tranquility to evening celebration, aft deck transforms effortlessly, always with the sea at your feet and freedom on every horizon. And right above your lounge area is where you have a cork ceiling with slats cut into it. And if you look now, you can see how nicely the light is bouncing on it. And while you're lounging over here, you feel as you're looking at the water anywhere you look at. Stepping inside now from the aft deck, and first off, what I do want to point out is how the interior designers have layered textures and how they have played around with angles. So as you can see, all the floor panels or the floor slats are on a 45-degree angle. The same angle follows actually also with a carpet. And even if we look at the cabinetry itself, it has the same 45-degree angle, opening this place up to the wildest imaginations and letting in ample amount of natural light that comes in from those floor to ceiling windows. And also the light textured canvas ceiling is something that allows this place to feel significantly larger than you would think it is. Carrying it on now, into the ceiling they have integrated a drop-down TV, so this folds all the way down and you can enjoy your favorite movies from this very low seating area, which allows you to once again feel close to the water. And because of the gunwales on the side, the composite side is very low, so it allows you to see the water all around you. As we continue on in the main saloon now, I do want to point out this table here. First off, you can easily sit 10 people around it. And if you look closely, this table resembles a guitar pick. That's right, the very pick that you would be playing the guitar with. And this is what the design company who has thought about all these little elements, including the furniture itself, called integral design. And these design elements carry on to this slatted wall paneling here with mirror right behind it, so it reveals some of it and lets the light bounce around the boat, but also blocks the staircase right behind it. Heading towards the galley now, and there's no better time to show you how nicely the pick shape guides you to both sides of the boat now. This one heading to the port side now, and you ending up at the galley area with, first off, on the right hand side is where you have a small prep area, so perhaps you want to put a coffee machine or maybe use it as a bar. You can most certainly do that. And also stepping in to the galley itself now, so you have a large U-shaped galley area with oven right in the dead center, cooked up here with 5 burner cooked up, so you can make some proper gourmet meals here. Large sink with a detachable shower wand, so whichever place you want to put it, you can definitely do that. Microwave on my left hand side here, and also plenty of cabinetry all around to keep everything stored at for long stays off the shore. Talking about off the shore, obviously you would want to make sure you have plenty of space to keep all your food stored at. So this one having proper refrigeration system over here. So you have a freezer with plenty of drawers here, and the fridge right next to this, where you can store everything nicely at. And if one oven is not enough for you, well, good news, because this boat has 2 of them. So you can make sure that maybe you want to cook for a boat next to you. You can most certainly do that. Now, behind me is a staircase that leads to the crew quarters. And because this boat has a full-time crew on, we cannot show you their private areas because obviously they're personal items. But I did take a look at it, and I can guarantee that there's plenty of space. It's very nicely finished. There are 3 cabins, and there are 5 beds, so you can technically run this boat with 5 crew, and they also have a crew area where they can have a meal, and also they have a shower area. So there you go. It does have, we just can't show you. From the main deck saloon now, we're heading towards the owner's cabin, taking this long corridor. But before we step in there, you also have a day head. Open this up and you don't have to run either as a guest into guest cabins or as an owner into owner's cabin. First off, you have a sliding door here, so if you want to add additional privacy and seclude yourself from the guests, you can close this room entirely down. Cabinets on both sides, so plenty of place to store everything at. And once you step inside the owner's cabin, the first thing that you will see is it's extremely bright. First off, it's full beam. You have large windows on both sides with also blackout and regular sheer curtain that comes down, so giving you plenty of privacy from the peering sights or the eyes that are outside, or even from the boats that we have docked right next to us right now. Also, I do love the fact that they have continued with the canvas ceiling panels and mixing it with black slats. The same exact wood that runs on a 45-degree angle makes it feel as if it's a nice continuous journey as you walk around on the boat. For the ladies, you have a makeup table with a mirror inside. You can close this whole thing down, and you also have an ottoman right over here. And if you look at it, this ottoman, the way they have done it is it acts as a column when not in use. So we put it back right underneath over here, and this looks like part of the furniture. How neat is that? On the port side is where you have a little corner here. Either you want to use it for reading or just enjoy the views towards your bed as you're lounging around here. Right in front of your bed is also where you have a large mirror, and behind it is hidden a TV. So whatever movies you want to watch, you can definitely do that. Stepping all the way towards the bow now, and the beauty of this is that it's a negative bow boat. So they have been able to actually utilize as much of the space in this boat as possible, which gives you this large bathroom area with stone finish. And if you look at it, you actually have like pearl finish right within the stone itself. This curved wood that nicely comes to an end towards the bow of the boat. LED lighting behind the mirror. You have cabinetry right behind these mirror panels as well. And right behind me is where you have a large walk-in shower. And this is truly large. Perhaps you could even have 2 of these rain showers, and you could take the shower with 2 people, because I mean, this is a proper walk-in shower. Now heading to the bathroom, this took me a second to figure out how to operate this door, but you cannot just pull it, because look at this. You just pull this part of the handle to open the door. Yeah? And how nicely it clears over the counter over here. This is amazing. Getting to the toilet area now, you have a nice little cubby over here to keep your brush stored at. And even behind here is actually a little glass opening. So it opens towards the owner's cabin and allowing a light to bounce into the bathroom. And of course, you do have a large window right by your side. And also a little area here to storing all your items at. Stepping down from the main deck saloon now, heading towards the guest cabins. And first off, you will see the same staircase like you saw heading up. And you now have a great way of noticing the underneath of the stairs. And if you look carefully, then the nice shape that the steps have below resemble an Azimut logo. We'll put a comparison right next to it. Once we are downstairs now at the guest deck level, you have two exactly identical guest rooms with queen beds. This one being on the starboard side now. Nice leather covering all around, canvas textured ceiling with also a mirror which hides a TV right behind. So while you're lounging over here, you can watch your favorite shows. Stepping to the shower area now. First off, I do like the fact that it's all open and this sink itself is an art piece of its own. The centerpiece, great thing to look at. If you do not want to look at it, you can add additional privacy by just sliding out this door here. On the right hand side of me is now where you have access to the shower area. What I do like is, first off, obviously you have a rain shower right above you. Plenty of space above my head. I'm 185, 186 centimeters, depends on the day. 6'1" to Americans. Nice place to actually keep everything organized. So you have a handheld wand here with your faucet controls, your hot water, cold water, plus a small little cutout for your soaps and shampoos. So nothing is gonna fly out. Do like the wood covering with this very nice soft velvety textured wall paneling, and of course you have a wood grill here to let water drain away. All the way ahead of me is where you have access to the toilet area itself. Stepping inside over here, nice cutout for the brush over here for the cleaning, also for the toilet paper cutout right next to that, and blacked out controls with also a small little nook hiding an additional storage here. How cool is that? Now also on the guest deck is where you have additional two cabins, these being all the way towards the bow now with two twin beds in either room. I do like the leather paneling just like you saw in the other guest cabins. Mirror here with hidden TV right behind it, and of course a walk-in shower having the same column-like sink, and of course your walk-in shower with same amenities as you saw in the other guest cabin. Now to head down, obviously on both sides, you do have side gates, which leads us to the swim platform now, all the way the aft deck. Obviously a large area over here for you to hang at, a platform that can go all the way down, and what you can also store inside behind this cover here is a Williams jet tender 415, so a plenty place to keep all your toys at. Plus, what you can also do is on the starboard side of this boat is where you have an additional garage area where you can put a jet ski. Once we are inside now, first off, you see you have these MTU 2000 horsepower MTU engines here. By the way, if you want to figure out how far you can travel with this boat and at what speed and how much fuel you would to consume, then click the link down below. It takes you to the YachtWay listing page, and there's a new tool that we have called Nautics, which is the fastest and easiest way to calculate exact fuel consumption, the range, as well as the speed and time for your perfect trip. So carrying it on with the engine room now, like I mentioned, Rolls-Royce engines, and what this boat also has is the brand new pod system, which is extremely fuel efficient. Matter of fact, it's over 15% fuel efficiency compared to a regular shaft drive, and also obviously makes the maneuvering of the boat significantly easier. Between the two engines is where you have now the cutout, and you can see the little shape of the tender here, which I mentioned that you can put a Williams jet tender 415 inside this boat. You also have two large quarter generators, one on either side, same exact size. Obviously all your systems, your water, your desalination system, etc. Everything is nicely stored at. And as far as I can see, you can technically walk around everything here and everything is easily accessible. This is the engine room of Azimut Grande. This was a full thorough walkthrough of the Azimut 30-meter Grande. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button right down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this, then hit the subscribe button. And as always, if you're looking to buy your perfect yacht or your perfect Azimut, then visit yachtway.com. It is the most modern yacht listing platform in the entire world, where Azimut Metri Group and Azimut Americas list their entire selection. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.